So it's finally here, November 18th. The day when millions of gamers will descend into their little gamer dungeons, never to be seen again. Or at least they'll be gone a few days. Seriously, this day was really stacked in terms of game releases, and things have been kind of slow on the consoles. At least for me, and I was so excited for Dragon Age Inquisition to come out. Been looking forward to it for months now. I pre-ordered it. I know, I'm stupid. You shouldn't pre-order games. It's a bad consumer practice. Couldn't help myself. I'm part of the problem. I'm one of the ones destroying gaming. I know. But I've been really looking for a next-gen, current-gen, I guess now, RPG to play, and, well, Dragon Age Inquisition was the first one up. I finished my Icewind Dale FAQ like a good boy, Enhanced Edition FAQ, so I could play this game and devote my meager energies towards it without feeling guilty about leaving a project undone. So I'm going to be shooting a lot of videos for this game. I've been shooting videos for quite a while now, but they're really starting to get into the kick of things. I've always kind of been pointing towards next gen as for releasing a whole lot of videos and other content, so let's let Dragon Age Inquisition be the start of it. I plan to do a video walkthrough. Haven't decided how technical I want to get with it, whether I want there to actually be a FAQ accompanying it, whether I want it to be showing off tactics and skills, or if I just want to kind of do a playthrough and post as I go, and kind of like the stuff I've been doing with Diablo 3. Anywho, getting sidetracked here. Dragon Age Inquisition, character creation. That's what this video is about. I love me some character creation. I'll go right out and say it right now. The character creation isn't as good in this game as, say, Saints Row or Dragon's Dogma, the king of character creations, but it's a pretty big step up. It's very intuitive. The textures are absolutely gorgeous. I love the little sliding bar thing for options. It's been... Why hasn't anyone done this before? Maybe they haven't. I'm just not very in the know about these things, but much better than just clicking options on a linear bar. That's still here, but for alignment purposes, setting your cheeks, your eye orientation, various sizes, and this new system, this XY grid works a lot better. Very, very good. I'm fond of it. A lot of other options they added to this that are just long overdue. A color slider for the eyes, a color wheel, I should say. 2 different eye tones you can set. Nocturnia's absolutely going to love that. And then she's going to complain, why don't they have this for the hair or the skin, or... I don't know. It's better than nothing that we got a color slider instead of having to pick between a bunch of bland colors. At least your eyes can be pretty much whatever you want them to be. And various makeup and lipsticks. And again, these textures are so gorgeous. So I'm making myself a Qunari female. I've been saying I was going to play a Qunari since I heard that you could. We've all done the elf, dwarf, and human thing. That's so tired. I'm a fat, hairy, ugly, white, short human guy, practically a dwarf. Maybe not that short, but pretty short. So the idea of playing something that's that similar to me in a game, I mean, we've played all those things before. Let's be a bronze-skinned, horned giant creature now. That's what role-playing is. That's what fantasy is. So that's what I went with. And when I heard and saw the gameplay videos of the tactical combat, my first thought was, I have to play a mage. They tend to control combat. And taking from my Baldur's Gate experiences, Icewind Dale experiences, where you kind of develop your entire party strategy around your magic, kind of hoping it's going to be the same way in this game. So playing a mage, hoping that their spell system is very deep and involved, and and I'll run with that. We'll see. I mean, if I really love the game, I'll find myself writing notes down on a notepad file and trying to remember things. And if I start to feel like I'm getting clever at the combat, I'll I don't usually set out and go, I'm going to write a guide about this game. I've kind of said I would do that for The Witcher 3, so I'm kind of stuck with that now. But most games, I'm like, I'll play it, and if I really like it and I have something to say, then I'll start writing about it. Inquisition, I just promised the videos, but you never know. I mean, if I really love the game, if I really love the combat, if I find myself writing a guide before I actually commit to a guide, it could happen. It's happened before with games like Dragon's Dogma, where I just ended up writing a FAQ for it, and until someone actually starts paying me for specific writing projects, I'm gonna kind of just let my own desires dictate what I do. Wow. Okay. Getting sidetracked again. Back on the character customization. I spent about 2 hours. That's what the Elgato said after I was done recording the character customization. About 2 hours. I whittled a lot of the crap where I was just going back and forth and back and forth. Oh, is that chin just right? What eye color is that? You know, I'm gonna go stand up and peer at the television screen. Is that light blue? Is that what, mid blue? Maybe a little bit of a sky blue? What color is that? So I didn't sit there and do that. I'll get to the hairstyle and the horns in a second. Some things they have really, really good depth for, options wise. Got a lot of eyebrows, which I'm playing with. You usually can't go too far mutant with your facial features. I mean, you can slide your eyes and nose and mouth up and give yourself a protruding jaw, so you can really make a pretty hideous character if you want to, but it's bound within limits. It's not like Oblivion, where the variables, 90% of them were just in crazy land, which I've liked about the BioWare character customization in the last few years. But the horns, let's get to it. I posted that downfall video, and I've been kind of preventing myself from looking at Dragon Age videos, and because I wanted to go into the game fresh. I didn't want to sit there and have spent hours watching videos. I watched a few gameplay videos to see if I'd like the combat, to see how it looked like it was performing, and that's what made me want to pre-order it. You know, you have to pay attention to some stuff, but I didn't want to sit here and look at this character customization video. Look at all the things you can do. I don't really want to see half of the game before I actually play it. So, but you know that some things just are too funny not to share and watch. So the video's kind of spot on. I mean, you can't. The big problem isn't just how limited the number of hairstyles are. That's kind of a boner in itself, and they all look horrible. I mean, you knew they would. BioWare is just they're awful at making hair. I don't know what it is with them. It's just you have this variably colored straw matted onto your head, and it's just bad. And the Qunari female, they have like a bun, a really ugly mohawk, and like a 3-line cornrow. It's just the options you get are universally awful, and they don't mix and match with the horns. And I think that's the bigger issue. I mean, I can't really see a good reason why they didn't allow you to mix and match the horns. Just having the bald hair that I chose to go, well, that's not really hair, but no hair, going bald, whatever, that I went with. Some of the horns, if you wanted them lacquered, you didn't have all the options for that. If you wanted them natural, not all the horn styles were bald, and I don't see a good reason why. So that's if that's my gripe, besides the fact that you don't have a color slider for the hair. You have a lot of hair colors, so it's not that big of a deal, but those would be my biggest gripes, followed by I really wish you could customize the body. I don't know why so many games don't let you do that. I guess it's a lot more work. And the scaling they did in Dragon's Dogma to allow you to do that kind of made the texture quality on a lot of things suck. I think that was a compromise you have to make. But you know what? Personal standpoint, I'd make that compromise to give the variability in body types that Dragon's Dogma allowed. That it's in a league of its own in RPGs, as far as I know, anyways, with the character customization in that game. And I wish they had that for Dragon Age Inquisition. I didn't expect them to, so I'm not too saddened by it. It's not like I went in here expecting Dragon's Dogma like character customization. I was comparing it to Dragon Age 2, Dragon Age Origins, maybe Skyrim. And compared to those things, I think it's pretty good. I like the character customization so far, and I played a little bit into the game, and I saw my character in cutscenes, and it's that horrible thing. I spend hours making these characters, and then I go play the game, and they show them talking to someone at a weird camera angle, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with their face? What the shit? And then I'm back in character customization, and before you know it, I've spent an entire day making the same character 6 times, tweaking this and that, because I didn't like I liked how this character ended up looking in the actual gameplay. So hopefully they won't ruin my game by showing my character in a bad way, and or I could just get over it and not nitpick and be so, I don't know, OCD about it. Anyways, the character customization in Dragon Age Inquisition, I give it a pass. It's not great. It's not bad. I haven't checked out the other races yet, so I know this is a very skin-deep video, only focusing on the Qunari and only one gender. It's what I said I was going to play, and it's all I bothered with. Nocturnia will be off work Wednesday, and she will probably play this game and make her own character, and I expect her to look around more. She'll probably be making a male, probably a human or an elf, knowing her. So I'll look at more options then, and I'll try and coerce her into voicing over a video with me where we kind of talk about it live. This is rehearsed. I shot this video and then later did the voiceover and just kind of rambled on for 10, 12 minutes, wasting your time. But I think I've said just about all I care to say right now. I'll say more about the other races again. If I can't get Nocturnia to talk with me, I'll do it myself. It's more fun when it's not just me, blah, blah, blah. But that's all I got for now. Have fun gaming, people.